So I was going to leave my face makeup free today because, well, foundation free today, because the sun was shining, and just as I picked up my camera, it has clouded over. I said to Ali this morning, I was like, I can't imagine that it's going to rain today, and now it is inevitable that it's going to rain today, and I'm so sad because I really wanted to spend the entire day in the garden just enjoying getting some sunshine and some fresh air. To be honest though, in my defense, I have spent the last 2 days in the garden around like work commitments and things like that, but I've had a huge delivery from Hello Petal and I wanted to just pot up in the greenhouse. I've also got my lemon trees that need potting up as well, and loads of my seeds have to go out. The garden is pretty much erupting at the moment, and I know I haven't given you much of a kitchen garden update, and I really want to do that. I definitely want to, even if I have to change out of my dress. I popped a dress on. I didn't want the fact that I wasn't going to wear a proper face of makeup to stop me from wearing a dress, especially when my collection from Karen Millen has arrived, and this is the dream green dress that we designed together, and look at that fit. Like, I actually just, I can't cope. It fits so well, it doesn't even need a belt. However, looking at the weather now, I am not going to want to ruin this outside. So I feel like I need to momentarily show you this wonderful dress. It comes in white as well, if you didn't see it in my collection launch. I honestly, I don't know which video is going up first, so you'll just have to bear with me on this. I feel like I'm completely out of the loop with everything. But I do think I'm going to have to put on something slightly more practical. It is simply not gardening dress weather yet, which makes me very sad, because I wait all year for this, and usually we're in dresses in March and it's now May, and it's very quickly approaching the end of May, and I have still not gardened in a dress, and it's very upsetting. So yeah, I think I'm going to change, put something warmer on, something more practical, probably a Beaufort and Blake shirt and a Holland Cooper gilet, and yeah. And just like that, we are in the greenhouse, and I am changed into my usual uniform. This has actually become my uniform in the last well, it's definitely my at-home uniform. However, it is cold today and it is about to downpour again. I don't know if this is the same everywhere in the world, but a downpour is sort of like an instant flash of rain. It's not necessarily like a sustained period of rain. And you can see that there's just this grey cloud shifting over us at the moment, and these big splodges going everywhere. But anyway, I'm having a bit of an issue because this weather is disrupting the conveyor belt of movement in this greenhouse. So basically what I need to do at the moment is my seedlings need to start moving into beds so that these staging tables here become free, which means I can then pot up my lemon trees, give them a good feed, give them some love, and get them established in here, which then frees up my table, my centre table, which then means I can use my centre table to pot up my Hello Petal plants. But because of this weather and it not being very enjoyable, I am sort of going back to front. I need to get the Hello Petal items out of the boxes because they're going to need some love, they're going to need some light, they're going to need some TLC, and yeah, so at the moment, I'm doing things a bit skew-if. We're going to see how this goes. I'm probably going to run out of space in here very quickly, but hey-ho. So these are the May kits from Hello Petal, and this is just, you know what it is? This is great, not just as like a, and this is not an ad for Hello Petal. Obviously, I love Gemma, but I think what she does, ooh, so this is a refill for the big large terracotta planter, so kind of need to keep everything together so that I know what's what. But basically what I think is really lovely about this is that obviously you get to just pot without thinking. I love the fact that you get everything that you need. It's really great for people that are time poor. Like, yes, you could absolutely go to your garden centre, pick up gravel, pick up pots, pick up the plants that you want and do it that way. However, I just think this is lovely. It's delivered to your door, it's everything you need, and you can sort of plan your display in a really easy way. So as I've come back from traveling, I've noticed that some of my ranunculus have died, and it's like I want to quickly replace things, get it looking lovely out there, get some lovely pots out there. And so this is just a great way of doing it, and every month there's something new. So you can obviously keep plants that have done well, and if they haven't done well, you can get new ones, which I thoroughly enjoy. So what do we have in this box? It looks like we have some lavender and some, I believe these are geraniums, which are going to look so lovely. I feel like geraniums are really sort of typical of English gardens. My goodness me, I need to have a big decobweb in here, and I also need to have a big sort out, because it is just carnage. Also, Ali is working in his shed at the moment, and I've just gone in there and he's started putting together his tool station wall, and it looks so good. Oh, his shed is going to be so nice. Oh, so cute little flowers. The other exciting thing, obviously I haven't given you a kitchen garden update just yet, but the other thing that's very, very exciting is I think I'll be able to have a fairly lovely harvest from what's currently in the beds today, which is lovely. I have to say, it is very busy at the house today. We've got Ken and Graham finishing off the painting of the windows and fascias. The house looks so gorgeous. I can't believe what we've achieved with this house. Like, I feel like we've achieved the unachievable when it comes to the outside of the house and the back area. The thing that we're going to do now is we have decided, because of everything else that we've done. Oh, what is this? Oh, Lydia, welcome home. I hope you had a lovely trip. A few real refills and some Angel Vine Trio kit for you in these adorable little pots. With love, Gemma. We have decided that because of obviously we've had the huge success of the way the gates looked, we are going to redo the front beds. So that at the moment they've got some tiles, some slate tiles slapped on them, and we are going to redo those in either a sort of limestone or sandstone or Cotswold stone, just to, I think, finish off what it is that we've achieved here. Because when I look out now, remember what I said, that I really didn't like this view of the house when I would have it behind me in videos. Now I can't stop looking at it. It's not even finished yet. I can't stop looking at it. I'm so proud of what we've achieved. And I honestly think that we've made this house so spectacular. It's very, very exciting. Oh, such a tiny little saucer. Oh my goodness. It's so small. Oh my gosh, these are so adorable. Look. So cute. Do you know what? I think I'm actually going to be able to get some bits outside, which is good. I might just have to put a coat on, which is sad when it's May. I was going to say March because it feels like blooming March. But anyway, I feel like we're having a little bit of a chat today, so let me know how you are and what you've been up to and what the weather is like where you are and how you found this year so far. I always feel like you share the most incredible information with me in the comments in my videos, and I'm often like, I really want to like ask you specifically like how things are. So yeah, please do let me know. What are you looking forward to? Oh, the sun's coming out now. This weather is bizarre today. Right, let's start planning where things are going to go outside. So just to show you a little update in the greenhouse before we go outside, look at all of these grapes coming on my vines. Now, I don't think I'm ever going to have enough or the right circumstances to actually make my own wine. I mean, who knows? But it is lovely to see our vines looking so happy. If you don't remember, these were a gift from Carrie's boyfriend for Christmas one year, and every year we chop them back, and then that helps strengthen the root system, which then helps it become a healthier plant. One day I would probably like to plant them outside, because I did notice at Keythorpe that actually the vines like to have cold roots, so I definitely like to find a system to be able to have the vines grow into the greenhouse, but from outside essentially. Here are all of my seedlings at the moment. So if you don't remember, these were my pea shoots. They are actually at the point where they're now starting to flower. So I'm going to have to decide what I'm going to do with those, but I'll just sow some more so that I have more pea shoots. These are my Brussels sprouts ready to go out still. I need to get those out. These are some crown prince, so they're doing really, really well. These are some tomatoes that my neighbour gave me. She said that what ones are these? These are Gardener's Delight. She did say that these are good to plant outside, so I'm going to do that with those. These are my blue thistles, so I'm hoping to do these into some pots or something like that, or at least add them to some of the beds or the wildflower just to introduce them. Then we've got my corn, which I loved growing last year. These are Cosmos little seedlings, so I'm going to add these to pots either side of the greenhouse, just to make it really decorative and to be able to cut them. We have cauliflower here, we have some more spring onions, we have some cucumbers and some courgettes down there. We've got more salad here as well, more little Cosmos seeds coming up there. Then up on this shelf we have some more cucumbers and Savoy cabbage, I couldn't not grow that, and some Moneymaker. These are my Moneymaker tomato seedlings, so those will go outside as well. These are the things that I grew from my gardening course at Le Manoir. So we've got this horseradish lettuce here that will be delicious. It's like a mustard leaf lettuce. That will be really lovely. We've then got some more Cosmos seeds there. We've got some cornflower seeds. We've also got some bronze fennel. So there's still a lot to go out, but yeah, I'm thinking that I could definitely sow a few more, and I've had a little seed packet from August at Le Manoir. She sent me her heritage seeds little box that arrived whilst I was away, and I need to unbox because she's got like really colourful things in there. So yes, I think that's definitely something that I should focus on today. So at the moment I am just mapping out where my seedlings are going to go in the beds. So these are my corn seedlings, bobbing them together just sort of interplanted like that, so that they're in a bit of a clump. They did really well like this last year, so I'm doing that again. Over here, my Brussels sprouts will be going in, and I'm going to interplant those with some cauliflower, which I think will probably look quite nice and decorative. It's starting to get a bit blustery, but over here I'm going to do cauliflower and cabbage into this bed here, and interplant them so they look really lovely as well. Good morning everyone. We are very, very lucky to have the most beautiful day for National Gardening Day. The weather has been difficult, I'm not gonna lie. For someone who really, really looks forward to the change in the seasons, it's been a bit abnormal for the last few months, and so I've struggled a little bit. But as you can tell by my attire, I'm ready for a day in the garden. This is kind of how I dream to garden, basically. When I'm really gonna be getting muddy, I'm gonna be out in the sunshine a long time. Bikini top, nice pair of Beaufort and Blake shorts. I think that this is gonna be perfect attire for wearing whilst I'm doing all of the jobs. I've got a huge to-do list. You can hear the birds singing, which is just the dream. I've got a huge to-do list, and we got up this morning. We planned to go to Farmhouse, but we're still struggling with it's amazing how much it kind of impacts you, the jet lag. So we're really struggling to get back onto our usual sleep pattern. So fingers crossed that's going to change soon, but we just slept through I had 3 alarms set and I slept through all of them. So not good, but regardless, we got up, we did a 3-kilometre run. What Ali and I really want to try and do is do that as many days as possible, basically, just run, just so we feel good, because I know when I watched back my Ibiza vlog, I was very, very wired after I'd done an amazing workout, and I want to feel that more often because it was really, really good. So the plans for today are pretty much, well, I actually need to start off, before I get outside, I think I need to start off in here and just tidy up a little bit, because there's been some deliveries, there's been some bits and pieces put everywhere. I just need to have a rejig. I'm not actually unpacking my toiletries because we are heading to Le Manoir in a couple of days, just for the night. I've got another gardening course and I'm really looking forward to it, so there's no point in me unpacking. So I'm just kind of keeping that there, but I need to have a rejig. Also, I've ordered some Amazon hangers to start changing things over, to declutter, and those have arrived, so I need to do that, but I'll do that when it's not sunny outside. We have also got some hydrangea Annabelles to plant on the patio. We can get the cushions out. Oh my goodness. Tidy and sweep the patio, because one of the things when having a crabapple is when the blossom drops, it does kind of get everywhere. So you need to stay on it until it's all gone and just get rid of it. So we're going to give that a bit of a brush, maybe even a jet wash. We're going to plan the wildflower borders on the lawn, and it's really funny actually. I was watching Gardeners World, I'm catching up because I'm a few weeks behind now. They were talking about how you just don't need to have this expanse of lawn, and we definitely have an expansive lawn, which is very beautiful to look out onto, but we live in this very special place where it's so intertwined with wildlife that we want to kind of bring that wildflower up onto the lawn a little bit more. So we're going to plan that because it's growing so quickly. Tidy dressing room, of course, change hangers. I'm going to cut back some of my tulips now and put them into vases, just see how long they last, just because they're starting to like go, and I'm pulling them out as they're going, but it doesn't look great now, so I think I'll just give them a quick chop, bring them into the house, do an arrangement. I'm going to have my smoothie today. So basically we have an abundance of spinach, which is amazing, and it means that there's enough left over from Ali's breakfast for me to have a spinach smoothie. So super simple one. I'm going to make that with you as well. So for the most part, I'm itching to get outside, so I'm going to start in my dressing room and have a good old organise. Now it's time to get the cushions out because our friends are coming over. We're going to heat up the pizza oven and defrost some dough and have them come over because they're at a party nearby, and so it'll be lovely to see them. So cushions first and foremost. It's going to take me a while, there's a lot of cushions. The cushions are out and looking lovely. A few puppy toys everywhere, but I do need to get rid of the ranunculus now because they have gone over. They were so ruffly and lovely, but I've got some new flowers to pop in there and it's looking gorgeous. So as you can see, the tulips either side of the door look just amazing. And I think the ones either side are probably ready to come out, so I'm going to chop those back now and try and bring them indoors, try and do a little arrangement with them, I think. And then I've got some cosmos to go in these buckets when these ones are done. Now I have this very big vase that I don't get to use very often. I also have a zinc planter. I don't know which one I'm going to go for, but I think with the bulbs still attached to some of the flowers, I think it could look quite nice. So we're just going to wash them off and see how they look in here. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay, you might be able to see on the floor that this is all of what is left over from the crab apples. It's worth it for the beautiful canopy of blossom that we had, and it's just going to take a little sweep with my very stiff bristle brush to get it all nice and lovely again. I just tried a little bit here and it's all nice and clean again, so time to sweep. Well, it's looking very dramatic. It's probably not going to last very long, but we've got the tulips inside. And you can see a little Barkley just there, having a little lay in the sunshine. Yes, you! Yes, you! So, yesterday we were at the house and the gentleman who has been doing our outdoor kitchen came and finished off his part of the build. And I was upstairs and I thought I'm going to run downstairs and I'm going to show you exactly how it looks. And as I got down, he had already strapped it up. Now we're about to obviously fire up the pizza oven and we want to have a look because we've not really seen it. We're going to try and get the big green egg in situ. So we thought that we would uncover the covers ourselves. There's no rain forecast for all week, so I'm just excited to see them. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Oh wow. So obviously we don't have our worktop yet. Our worktop is coming from Caesarstone. Oh, can't get it open. So the magnets are so strong. Now the good thing about this outdoor kitchen is if we want, we can take it with us wherever we go because it's completely movable. So a great little thing to be able to do, but no doubt when we do move, the people that move in here will want to keep it, so I'm sure we'll work something out, but regardless, this is how it's looking. So it's going to be a sort of slate grey worktop from Caesarstone, and inside of these we'll be basically storing all of the bits and pieces for the outdoor kitchen. It's very sunny in there at the moment, but it's all solid oak, handmade. And if I was going to do my wardrobe again in our next house, I would do it this way. So I would hire a local carpenter and I would do it this way. This is like, I've literally advised everybody who's had their dressing room done, get a local carpenter and do it this way. But that's now the advice that I'm going to take and do it whenever we move, because it's such a wonderful experience. You get to pick everything. Obviously we went for a wraparound design, and now we're going to see the other side. Oh. Oh my goodness. And do you know what I think, babe? I think that we should put a little shelf here. Oh wow, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. And this is the pièce de résistance. My little sink is gonna go here. Wow, 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 oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Wow. So this is where the old horse trough sink is going to go. We've got the taps coming in a beautiful like aged bronze, I think, which is going to just look so fantastic. And then this is a completely custom built area for the big green egg, and I think what I want to do is pop a little shelf here somewhere just to hang utensils from and put some pots and things like that. But my goodness me, Ali's gonna get the big green egg in. Oh my gosh, this is just too exciting. This big green egg has been sat in our shed for so long. It was probably one of the first things to arrive, and we've not been able to even like unpack it. So unpacking it, getting it in situ, having a look, it's gonna be quite a moment. Mr. Millen Gordon has handmade the dough for the pizza oven. He got the ones out the freezer and he was like, no, not happy, I'm making my own. And I just love that. And he is now setting up the big green egg. It's got a little bit overcast again, which is making me cross. And I have started to lay the table with my Bertioli cornflour tablecloth, and then these are some Amazon napkins that I got that are beautifully scalloped. I think they go really nicely with the green of this, so I'm laying this out for us. So we have a slight issue with the big green egg. It doesn't fit. We're going to obviously have to get the guys to relook at this, and I'm sure it won't be an issue at all, because that's going to have to be a bit further forward.
All you need to do is keep this all the same and just take these supports and
yeah, but also that needs to sit further forward, just so you're aware, because
yeah, I know.
the lid will have to open. Goodness me, what a shame. So sad times about the big green egg, but I'm sure it'll be easily fixed. These guys are just loving the wildflower. It is so much fun to see them jumping and like hiding in there. But now I'm going to harvest some of my spinach, because we're going to be doing some spinach pizzas. Look at that. You just simply cannot get leaves like this in the supermarket. They're super big and luscious, and it just goes such a long way. This is going to be so nice on the pizza. We're getting to use my little Bordalo picky dish, and we've got the rosemary and sea salt nuts from Dalesford. Oh my goodness, these are like crack. I've already done half a tub, they're so good. And then Tyrrell's crisps. Wow, homemade dough.
Look, just quickly knock it back, you know how I do? You can literally just punch it and it just goes back down again.
Wow. Well, we have spinach from the garden with mozzarella, prosciutto, and a little bit of cheddar as well, just for flavour. That looks delicious. Well, I know I'm trying to get used to me having no makeup on. My goodness, look how pale I look. I honestly, I don't know what's come over me, but I've had my first ever like hay fever attack. So my eyes are like bloodshot. I've never ever in my life had hay fever, and this is just so bizarre. I'm wondering if it's because we've introduced some like wildflower to the garden, but I'm so pale, and like my eyes are all red, and like my nose is all blocked. Oh, horrendous. Anyway, our friends have now gone, and Ali is mowing the lawn. And watch the dogs. The dogs just go wild for the lawnmower. This will always be one of my favourite vignettes in the house when there is a big branch there. So Ali has been raising the canopy in the woodland, and that means that I benefit from massive branches in here, and they just look so dramatic, so spectacular. I love how big this one is. It's a monster, but it just is so, honestly, it just transforms this room instantly. I wish we could have some kind of tree like growing in here, because it would just be phenomenal. But we are shutting up shop, and my goodness me, that's a bright lipstick. Wow. I've put on the Coral Carolina Herrera lipstick that I picked up when I went to Spain, when I was in Madrid, and I did the Come Shopping With Me at El Corte Inglés, which was just amazing. I am about to make some dinner, which I wanted to make it last night, and last night did not go to plan. So at the moment, Ali is in Paris shooting a campaign for the Peninsula, casual. And I don't know whether at this time of year there is like a spider season. Our home is not a particularly like spidery house. I say that now, but my goodness, touch wood. It's not a particularly spidery house, and that's one thing that I really like about it, because I don't know if you remember, but our old house was very spidery. And last night I was on the sofa and I was listening to a podcast. I'm listening to a new podcast that one of the girls in the office recommended to me, and it is The Witch Trials of J.K. Rowling. Fascinating. And I'm not even like one episode in. I am totally hooked. That's what I'm doing with my evening once I've done some notes on my computer. Anyway, sat there listening to that, and I'm like, do you know what, Lydia, it's bedtime, get the dogs, put them outside. So I go to pick up Barkley. So I'm sat on the sofa, I go to pick up Barkley, and I pick him up, and I go and I look up, and next to me, on the armrest, next to me, it's just there. And it was huge. Like, it's not one of those spiders that I am good with in any way, shape or form. But I realised, like, I'm very good in these situations. I like assess the situation really quickly. So I'm like, that is not an ideal situation, because it can go under the sofa, or it can go in the sofa. You've got to act quickly, Lydia. You don't have a lot of tools here. Grab a cushion and just hit it, because if you lose it, you're not sleeping in this house tonight. So I grabbed the cushion and I hit it. And these are heavy cushions, so usually something like this will at least either kill it, and I know I shouldn't kill them, but in all honesty, like, this is so difficult for me, and I have paid to have all of like the hypnotherapy, and it's not worked with me, and this is, I've got no other option. There was no way for me to put something over it. You know, I could have put, if it was on the floor, I would have put something over it. I couldn't do that. So I've hit it with the cushion, and it's not killed it. I don't even think it's even like done any damage, and it's just fallen onto the floor, kind of scurried a little bit and gone under the sofa. If there's one thing I know about these situations is I cannot leave the room. I just can't do it. I have to have every base covered. I have to be able to see if it runs out, because otherwise I will never sit on that sofa ever again. And I've got this broom and I'm hitting the sofa trying to get it to come out. It's not coming out. So it's obviously been in the sofa. Like, it's obviously got safe spaces that it's found in the sofa. And I've realised that this is just it. Luckily, I have someone in my family that works with me and who very clearly cares about me. And I phoned her quite late at night, and she came and she stayed with me, but she came over to sort the spider out, basically. So I phoned her up, she came very quickly. She was convinced we weren't going to find this spider, but I don't think she knew who she was dealing with. Like, I did not leave that sofa, so unless I blinked and the spider, like, you know, Usain bolted out of the side of the sofa, there was just no way. There was just no way. So I knew it was in there, I knew. That's the door. I will continue this story. We're talking about spiders. Who is that? I'm hoping that's my measuring cups. Oh, it's Alex. Hold that thought. We're talking about the spider and we've got to the fact that she didn't think we were going to find it. By the way, I'm not getting my nails done. Alex has rang me and said that she needs to pop over. So I'm like, okay, let's see what this is about. I'm mid-cooking. So much I need to tell you. Oh, oh. Away. I'm so sorry. Oh, don't worry about it. Come on. And then I just tried to sit in. Oh, okay. Absolute hooligans. Barkley! Barkley's in. Okay, shut the door. Right, see you. Bye, he's coming! Oh, dear. Absolute hooligans. Oh, wow. Alex bought me some 1 million cupcakes. So if you didn't know, I hit 1 million on TikTok. Another story, but yeah, I hit 1 million on TikTok this week, and it's really interesting because Alex said to me, Lydia, come on, you need to do TikTok properly. Take it seriously, because I kind of grew a bit of, it's quite similar to my YouTube journey, to be honest. I started off playing around with TikTok and same with YouTube, and I wasn't really sure where I fitted in, so I stopped posting on there. And then this time last year, it's probably been about 10 months, this time last year, I was like, right, I'm just gonna do it. And obviously, my journey's not been linear. Like, at Christmas time, I obviously upset people, and I learned lessons from it, and now I'm like trying to make my content a bit better, but I've hit 1 million. And so even though I had like that blip and things like that, and it's just, I feel like I've really sort of found what it is that I enjoy doing on there, and I found a really lovely community. I found new people on there. It's so funny because half of them don't even know that I vlog. So like, they'll see parts of my home and they'll be like, oh my God. I'm like, my God, I thought you guys are so bored of my house, and yet they love it. And it's so weird. But anyway, so I hit 1 million on there. I'm not far behind on here, but it's so weird because I remember when YouTube was my fastest growing platform, and I actually filled out a YouTube questionnaire recently, and just basically saying to them, like, I don't know whether it's just me, but when I go onto my YouTube discovery page, there's nothing of interest on there. Like, I really feel like they've let their recommendations and like the community side of YouTube sort of dissipate a little bit. It used to be quite good, and it's for you guys, like, I have the best audience on here ever, and that is like hands down. But I think for the actual like user experience, I only come on to like watch people I know of. There's no way to like discover anything. Obviously now I'm doing shorts and things like that. I'm trying to do that. But anyway, I hit 1 million. It's a really big moment because I don't know if you remember, I hit 1 million on Instagram a couple of years ago. And that was a really hard time for me, not just because my mental health was in such tatters, like an absolute mess, but I had like issues with my account. It's funny enough, actually, I was going to talk to you about it in this, but I have so much to tell you. I've got verbal diarrhea, I'm so sorry. But I had, for a while during lockdown, I've got some really, really intelligent people who follow me. And some of those intelligent people that follow me are also probably not too fond of me. And whenever I sort of do something, they've caused me some problems over the years. And at the time when I hit 1 million on Instagram, which was really big for me because I'd been working on that platform for over 10 years, I couldn't enjoy it because it was just a choice that I made, sadly, but I wasn't in the right head frame. I was having loads of issues with my account. And so I never really got to celebrate it as such. I was sent a wonderful cake by Karen Millen, but like, it felt like I didn't get to really enjoy that. Whereas this time I am massively, massively enjoying it. And the fact that Alex has brought me 1 million cupcakes is just the dream. I feel like 1 million nowadays is not that big, but for someone like me who is, you know, I've got a special part of the internet, and I'm not everyone's cup of tea all of the time, and I talk about things that not everyone is interested in. For me to hit 1 million, especially in my vertical on TikTok, like, that's such a big deal. It doesn't happen to people a lot that speak about like luxury in the way that I do, that vlog in the way that I do. So I'm hugely, hugely grateful, and if you do follow me on TikTok, I love it. So anyway, lots of lovely floral cupcakes from my gorgeous friend Alex that say 1 million on them. Little sparkly 1 million. Oh, they smell delicious. That is definitely what I'm going to be eating this evening. In fact, I'm going to pop them on my cupcake stand and finish what I was saying. Oh bollocks, what was I saying? What was I saying? I was talking about something and I was just getting to oh, okay, the spider. She was convinced that we weren't going to find this spider is where we were at. And I was really confident that we were going to find it because I knew I'd had my eyes on it this whole time. Anyway, she took the cover off of the sofa. She's like, it's not here, Lydia, it's not here. And then it has crawled over the back of the sofa. And she's sorted the situation out for me. She's also scared of them, but she's not as scared as I am. And so it was a team effort, and she kindly stayed over with me. There will be people watching this that think, oh my goodness, get a grip, whatever. It's a fear. There's no rational thought to it. There's no rhyme or reason. I wish that it didn't plague me in the way that it does, but it does. And so anyway, I don't know why I was telling you that. I've got so much to tell you. This is what happens to me all the time. I've got so much to tell you that I can't even put my thoughts into order. So I'm going to arrange my cupcakes. Anyway, story time over. I have a lovely cake stand full of 1 million cupcakes from Alex, and they are so beautifully made. But I am making dinner this evening, and I'm hoping to make lemon balm pesto. I had a huge amount of lemon balm growing in my herb truck, so I thought I'd harvest some of that and give this a whirl because I've got pasta, I've got the ingredients, but also I want to make sure that I'm making use of the things in my kitchen garden to the absolute maximum. So whether that's drying for gifts or using them in dinners, and this is a perfect dinner because obviously Ali's away, it means that I can put things to good use. So I've got 3/4 of a cup of lemon balm leaves. I've got 1/2 cup of pine nuts. I've got 3/4 of a cup of Parmesan. This is extra left over just in case, you know, I want a little bit more. Olive oil, pasta. I've got a few more ingredients to grab. Let's do this. Ah, that's what I need to do. I need to get chives from the kitchen garden. You can actually see where I've harvested the lemon and some marjoram, but just a small amount of chives is needed. And there you have it, lemon balm pesto. I'm sure there'll be people that say that it's gross, but I think it's absolutely delicious. It's got this really lovely, delicate, lemony fragrance and taste to it. So now I'm going to stir it in with some pasta for dinner and enjoy, very much so. Oh, it just always tastes so much better when you've grown it and made it yourself. Oh. And my other tip for making pesto is once you've used what you need to fresh, make it into little ice cubes and pop it in the freezer so that you can pop like 1 ice cube out, and use that in your dinner, stir it in and keep the rest of it as fresh as possible. You can empty it out of the ice cubes into freezer boxes or bags or whatever, so that you've always got them. It's such a handy way. I love it. And I tell you, this is absolute perfection. Oh my gosh, do I mean it. This is so delicious. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to eat it. Well, this is progress for me. I am sitting on the sofa. It's not the sofa, it is on the sofa next to the sofa where the spider was. And I think that's what I was telling you. I was explaining that I think I need to have hypnotherapy again, because I've never been like fully cured. I don't know if I ever will. I don't know if it's ever going to be possible for me when it comes to arachnophobia and that kind of thing, but I just need to do something about it, because I can't live like this. It isn't good for me. It's the one thing that I find really hard, that I am fully dependent on other people for, is my fear. And I find that incredibly frustrating. I'm someone that doesn't depend on anyone. It's probably one of my biggest pet peeves of my family and friends, that they're like, Lydia, you never let us know anything. But like, genuinely, I'm just very, very independent in that respect. And I find it almost like debilitating. It actually affects me so much, and that I don't want to live like that. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do something about it. But it gives me the perfect opportunity, now that I'm sat on the sofa, before I do my work, to let you know that one of the things that we've been working on for the past year is a little bit of a glow up for LydiaEliseMillen.com. I worked with the Stories studio team to sort of just refine the branding on the website. Now you might say, Lydia, you'd only just finished your website. Well, I am, as you'll know, one of those people that never ever stops evolving. And when there is an opportunity for creating something even bigger and better, I'm going to take it. And that is what we did. So the amazing Stories team worked on the branding of my blog, and then it was from the Chloe Digital team who implemented it. So everything is just a little bit more simplified, but also super in line with my like style. There's that kind of like understated elegance. I know I'm probably blowing my own trumpet there, but just to show you, this is how the website is looking. So from the outset, super easy to navigate. You've got the menu here, which comes up with home, about, dressing room, home and garden, lifestyle, shop, outfits, videos, contact, and then all of my social media. In the dressing room is kind of like fashion, beauty, that kind of thing. Home and garden is pretty much what it says on the tin, what I'm doing in the garden, what I'm doing in my home. Lifestyle is day-to-day living, that kind of thing. And then the shop, which is also very quick to access up here as well on this right-hand side. Sorry, I don't know my left and my right. The shop is just super easy to navigate now. So all of the latest items that I've been shopping in my wardrobe are here. Very beautifully laid out as well. So if you're ever wondering where like something is from, please check here first, because we can't answer everyone, and this is just so easy to navigate. We're in the process of building out different stores. So this is the dressing room. We also have the library, which has all of my favorite books. So if you've been wondering what books I love, what books I've referenced, they will always be here. My gardening book is here, my day-to-day reads, my recent obsession with Tim Spector, all of that stuff is here. So super easy to navigate. There's also home and garden. So if you're wondering where something is from in my home, or like more practical things like my secateurs, I probably get asked 100 times a day where my secateurs are from. Even my gardening dresses are in this section here as well. Beauty, all of my favorite items, those kinds of things, all in one happy spot. And then obviously you can just navigate the blog posts, which are all laid out just so beautifully. So you might see that it's sort of looking a little bit sparse on here. There was a bit of a hiatus in April. Obviously we're working on other things. And so we've taken a bit of time to just focus on that for the moment. So yes, you'll be seeing all of the posts month by month, super easy to navigate, and then the newest will always sit here, which I think just looks lovely. So I'd love to hear your feedback on the new website and everything that you're thinking. I think it's just going to be super simple now to navigate and super easy. It's where it all started, and my blog is super important to me. I want it always to be like up to date and inspiring and that kind of thing. And that is why I worked with the Chloe Digital team. For me, I moved over to Chloe Digital, I think, gosh, it must be like a year and a half ago, or 2 years ago? No, 2 years ago. It has always been a dream of mine to have Chloe Digital work on my blog. She is iconic, and she is a real trailblazer in the space. And I think that the moment that I was in the position to be able to work with her, I knew that I wanted my website to be Chloe Digital. I would love to hear your feedback on the new website. Check out the mobile website, check out the shop. I've got 2 dueling sausage dogs next to me. For me, it has been an absolute joy to work with Chloe Digital on my website, my brand, everything like that, because I have been a fan and a follower and a lover of what Chloe has done over the years for almost as long as I've been blogging. She is responsible for some of the biggest names in the industry's blogs. She is truly like a trailblazer. And I just think if you're someone that's like looking to get into blogging, or you want to work with someone on your branding and your website, I would highly recommend Chloe and her team, because they are just fantastic. It's not just about the aesthetics, it's also about what the team does behind the scenes. And Chloe Digital is basically like the leading strategy and growth partner for creators in the space, especially for creators looking to and already achieving 7-figure incomes. So Chloe Digital really is the business that you want to partner with if you're looking to elevate into a new space in the blogging world. She also has this amazing community online. I will link CD World in the description box down below. CD World is basically Chloe Digital's almost like platform where you can sign up, you get access to events, communities, wealth resources, perks and things like that. It's just basically one of those places that breeds a community of like-minded individuals. I've got sausage dogs running all over me. And you can join. I think there's a cut-off date though. I think it's like May the 31st. So if you are looking to get in there, I'll pop all of the details in the description box down below. So if you're watching this and you're in the market for a new website, or you're really looking to take your creator journey super seriously, then I would strongly recommend Chloe Digital as your sort of partner, your strategist, and also your developer, because I just think they are absolutely fantastic. And I'm so happy to have brought this to you. You might notice we haven't necessarily gone for the big fanfare like relaunch this time. That's probably off the back of my previous conversation as well, whereby when we relaunched last time, not only did you guys and the traffic that hit the website pull the website down because you are just ridiculous, but there are also people that do things, and so we had to be really careful. And I just wanted to just sort of like surprise you with this one. There's more surprises to come, especially sausage dog bottoms in your face, but there's more surprises to come, and things that we've been working on, and just wonderful things. So it's funny, I feel bad at the moment that I've like been working so much on my laptop and working from home so much, and almost it feels quite, I feel quite calm, despite the fact that I've just done 3 trips back to back. Like, Lydia, have a word with yourself. But I'm like, I feel bad. I'm like, no, you need to keep going, Lydia, keep going. No, Lydia, chill. Anyway, I'm gonna crack on with some work on my laptop, cuddle the sausages, feed the sausages, and then probably relax. I am in London tomorrow, which is exciting. And I've been doing so much shopping because we're going on holiday in a few months' time, and I have bought so much stuff, but I'm going to show you in another video because I know that I'm talking so much in this. But anyway, I need to crack on. I love that I was like, I am going to sit down and do some notes and do some work on my computer, and then I've just come out here and tidied up my greenhouse pretty much, but it was well worth it. I still have quite a few things to pot up. As you can see, my lemon trees need potting properly, but I've put them in situ, 4 along the back, 1 on the table, I think we are going to have one either side of the apex here, maybe one in the back corner there, and then we're all good. I've given everything a good water. I have also planted out my cosmos. I've used these old peony frames because what I'm going to do is thread all the blooms through, just so they've got a little bit of support so they don't go too wild. Yeah, they were needing a bit of a drink, so I've given them a huge drink in their pots. I've given the herbs a good water and swept the floor a little bit, and it's just looking very lovely out here for the moment. But yes, I needed to, still got a jobs list to do, but oh, I'm so happy that I've done this because I can come and have my coffee here in the morning. I thought I would give you a bit of an update over here as well. Ken and Graham have started painting the staircase down to the basement. This is all covered up again, but we've had the guy come to template this now, so the sink is actually in situ. I'll put a picture on screen now of the sink in its sort of spot. But we've also today had this lovely little gate fitted, just for safety. I think this makes us feel a lot better in terms of the animals, but also when we have our friends' children here, just having a nice secure gate like that makes it feel a lot, I don't know, it takes a weight off our mind. So that was fitted today whilst Ken and Graham worked in the kitchen and did our ceiling in the kitchen. And then this is going to be painted in the same green as the outside. Like I said, we were going to put a wooden staircase here, but it just didn't work. It just wasn't right. It would be too much of a focal point. We'd be making too much detail out of it. We realised that just painting it would be much better. We are also going to be removing the water feature from down here. I think what we'll do is we'll put a little table and chairs down here, like a round table or something, just so it's a bit more usable, but also get some pots on there and stuff like that. This will be a bit of a like Mediterranean garden down here, I don't know. But we're getting rid of the water feature because the water feature is, I'm going to be honest, it's a bit of a nightmare. We bought this from Burford and it just leaks everywhere because the spouts pour the water over the edge of the basin. So we're going to have that removed and paint behind that so that we can just put some pots and things like that down there and just make it a bit more usable, especially for the girls downstairs when they want to have the doors open, etc. Oh my gosh, I feel so bad for this wisteria, but look, it's blooming, bless it, it's doing its absolute best. This was the white wisteria that we put up here. We got our friends a pink one and we got ourselves the white one, and unfortunately it had to be taken out because we lost the beds here, and we were always going to replant it in this area here, and it's only just gone back in, and I feel really bad for it because it should have gone in a long time ago. But it's going to hopefully creep all the way up this flank of the house and just soften it loads. Starting to look just, I can't believe the change. I can't believe the change out in this area. I mean, it's cost a lot of money, but my goodness, is it worth it now that we get to see it like this? Well, I have been sat here all evening. It is now 11 o'clock. I have 2 very tired sausages with me. And if it doesn't give me away, I have been crying for a huge amount of time. Oh my goodness. I wish I could tell you more, but I can't. I'm being so annoying, I know. Anyway, I'm going to go to sleep now. I'm going to get myself to bed, put the sausages out, and I am going to... Oh, who be that? That was my husband. Going to sleep. He's had a very, very busy day. I am going to head to sleep as well, and I can't believe that blossom tree is still going strong, by the way. It looks amazing. So far, no intruders, which is great news. I'm shattered and I've got to be up at 5, so I will see you guys either in my next vlog, depending on how long this one is, and yeah, thank you so much for watching.